Today we're going to be showing you a classic combination, the Mediterranean twist. Some plants that will withstand the sun, the heat, and certainly also the cold. Our soil mixture today is 2 bags of potting soil to 1 broken down block of palm peat and about 5 handfuls of organic fertilizer. There is something timeless about terracotta. These guys, we found them at our local garden centre, absolutely stunning. And the thing is that they can work on their own or they can work as a group. I've chosen for them to go as a group. Beautiful, timeless, and when they get that aged look, oh, please don't rub it off. Don't get a scrubbing brush and start giving them a good clean, because that is all part of the amazing character that they have. I can't wait to pot it up. Beautiful, beautiful. Now this guy over here, a lot of you will know this plant. It's called Cupressus macrocarpa gold crest. And a big name, but it's a conifer, all right? It's a conifer, but it's very distinct lime green foliage. And the fact that it's so fine, its little needles are so fine and tightly knit, gives it that neat look. 3, 6, 5. I mean, it never looks shabby. It never looks like it's had a bad hair day. It always looks gorgeous. And most importantly, why I love this plant is because when you do that and you give it a bit of a squeeze and a hug, the fragrance is lemon. It is pure lemon. Now, in terracotta, the lime green with this beautiful burnt terracotta just looks fantastic. And a plant like this, in my opinion, which is so gorgeous, just needs to be on its own. Hold center stage, show it off, be proud of it, and give it space to grow. Okay, our soil medium is now halfway full in the pot. Let's get this beauty out of here. Now, in a big pot like this, people always get a bit stressed out, like, oh, how am I going to get the plant out without hurting it? Please don't stress yourself. All I want you to do is take the pot and give it a squeeze. You can even give it a bit of a beating, just to loosen it a bit. Tip it onto its side. There we go, and do it over your trug so you don't make a huge mess. And then just a gentle tug. There we go. And out it comes. And when you take it out, try and keep this root ball as intact. You can see it started separating here, but just try and hold it and keep it together as much as possible. All right, let's take this baby, and he goes, oh, you're gonna be happy in your new home. Now, when we're working on our levels here, remember, not too high, not too low, right? You want about 5 centimeters from the lip of your pot. Once I've got it dead center, yeah, lovely, we just start filling in and firming it down as we go along. So, next plant that's going in is a beautiful lavender. Now, lavenders, they get so confusing, and there are so many different varieties. Common names are terrible because they get mixed up with, is it French? Is it Italian? Which one is it? Rather just stick with the botanical, and I know it's hard, but in terms of lavenders that really give you bang for your buck, the lavender I'm using here, which is multi-feeder, this is also known as the fern lavender, and you can see simply by its leaf. Really beautiful, soft fern-like, very flattened foliage, and tall spikes with the flower on top. We know that all lavenders are incredibly hardy, tough, drought resistant, don't like too much TLC, which is just perfect. Nice. Now, you can see in the soil that these lavenders have been grown in, that it's actually got a lot of gainy, or what we call river sand in here, because that's really what they enjoy. So It's important that we're using a good potting soil that is very well drained, because that is where these guys are going to be best suited. One could do the job and it would eventually grow and thicken up, because that would be the ultimate size of the plant, would reach about the fullness of this pot. But because we can, I'm popping in 3 to show you exactly what this beautiful guy is going to look like. So, same procedure as always. All right, let's get this baby in here. And you can see it's really quite a poor soil. There's nothing wrong with that, because the soil has obviously been matched to grow this lavender. Now you can see a bit is broken off here. Lavenders can be quite brittle, so deal with them gently if you can. Their final spot, and you can see how the gravel just works so beautifully with this Mediterranean twist on these plants. The lavenders are so typical of that look and feel that you see on all those Pinterest images, and of course so too this lovely conifer. And geraniums, well, they kind of just go. They're typical of that look and feel that we're wanting. The beautiful red, this is Pelargonium Takari red. It's a trailing pelargonium, so an ivy leaf trailing pelargonium. We've got the little brachycomb in the front. Brachycomb, lovely, gentle, very whimsical fern-like foliage, ground cover that flowers throughout winter, into summer, and also into autumn, on and off throughout the year. So it gives you these little surprises. Of course, the lavender, we've gone through that. Easy, no nonsense, and then our beautiful conifer. And we always talk about 3s, but in this case 4 work, the 4 different pots, and that's because the textures are the same. It's the same pot that we're using, plus the colors that we've gone with work. We're using the blue and we're picking that up there. Just simple. And then the beautiful red of this pelargonium in awesome contrast to the gold of the crest. It really does look lovely. So now all that they need is a really good watering. When it comes to watering, whether it's your garden or your containers, remember there are so many different nozzles to choose from. And like everything, all nozzles were not born equal. And there are so many to choose from. Always look at the application, because this little guy, it's just fantastic. It's so new, and it works perfectly for our containers, even for our houseplants that are on the patio. Simply just pop them off, attach them to the hose, and away we go. Of course, we can adjust how much water comes out at what pressure. So this little guy has one setting, but it's got the on and off. So just have a look here. There we go, the on, and then the off, and then there's, so we can get a much stronger jet, depending on what plants you're obviously using. But for this big guy, a good soaking. I love gentle sprays. Remember, it's not about how hard you spray the plant, it's about how much water gets into the soil.